Hi, my name is Hualu Zhou, an assistant professor from the Food Science and Technology Department at University of Georgia, Griffin campus. I joined UGA 2 months ago. That was in April, and my research is related to food chemistry.
What is your academic background and what was it like getting hired to UGA?
Thank you so much for your question. My academic background is close to food chemistry. My dad was actually a chef when I was young. He always encouraged me to learn more about the foods and cooking and how they can be combined to create delicious dishes. So when I went to college, I chose Nanchang University in China. It is not because Nanchang University is close to my hometown, but also it offered an excellent undergraduate program in food science and technology. I actually learned a lot and also had the chance to visit many local food companies during my undergrads. And I started to have interest about food chemistry. But sometimes I was confused by certain food science concept because I just trying to remember the knowledge points from the textbook and the professors. I did not know the underlying physical chemical basis. In this sense, I consulted many people for my career and the next step. I was convinced to go to study chemistry to help me know more about food chemistry. So I went to Xiamen University in China for my master's degree, which is also near my hometown. This was a 3-year master program, which was all about chemistry. After that, I eventually was back to food science to pursue my PhD degree, and I successfully obtained my PhD degree from the University of Massachusetts Amherst. My PhD thesis was about the gastrointestinal fate of inorganic and organic nanoparticles in foods. However, around 2019, with the help of Dr. David Julian McClemens, my PhD advisor, I had interest about plant-based foods. So I first studied the plant-based milks and later the plant-based eggs and meats during my postdoc appointments. Those projects made me love to be a professor and do food science research. So for the second part of your question, for the hiring process at UGA, I'm very willing to share my story. I felt myself ready to take next step after completing a 1-year postdoc at UMass Amherst, which I think is around May of last year, 2022. I started to pay attention for faculty job opportunities through websites like the Higher Ed job website. This is a very good one. And my PI and friends also kept me informed about the relevant openings if they receive some related emails. So in May last year, as soon as I entered the job market, I came across a faculty job posting from the UGA that caught my attention. This job description mentioned the need for candidates in food chemistry and working on the physical chemical properties of food ingredients, which aligned perfectly with my research background and interests. I promptly prepared all the requirement materials, including my CV, research statement, extension statement, diversity statement, and cover letter, and submitted them before the deadline by August. Following a period of anticipation, I received a Zoom interview until October. During the Zoom interview, I had the opportunity to engage with several professors and students who asked me a variety of questions. And then in the following day, I received the invitation for an on-site interview, which was very quick. In that on-site interview, I came to the University of Georgia and visited both Griffin and Athens campus. Over the course of 3 days, I had a busy schedule that including giving a 45 minutes job talk and engaging in discussions with many faculty members, students, and staffs. It was an intensive progress, but it allowed me to gain a comprehensive understanding of UGA's culture and values. 3 weeks later, I received an exciting news that I had been offered the position. I was thrilled and decided to withdraw my applications from other institutions because this job at UGA perfectly aligned with my long-term career goals.
What is your research focus?
My current research is more focusing on using new food technologies to develop more sustainable, healthy, tasty, but affordable plant-based foods. This is a very popular research direction, but also very important to face our future challenges. As we know, the global population is increasing, which will be around 10 billion by 2050. This is a huge number, so we have to rethink what our future foods will look like. I think focusing on more sustainable plant-based foods can be one of the solutions.
What projects do you look forward to working on with your students?
I'm excited to have 2 students to join my research group this fall semester. They are very excellent and are eager to do research with me. One student will focus more on the peanut plant-based milks. As we know, peanuts are very rich in Georgia, but unfortunately, peanut skins often go to waste. However, those skins contain many valuable bioactives that can benefit our health. So our aim is to find innovative ways to make full use of peanut skin to increase nutritional profiles of peanut milks. The second student will be working on the emulsifying properties of plant proteins. So unlike animal proteins, the plant proteins typically have a more globular structure and poor emulsifying properties. This can result in the low stability of the final products. For example, the plant-based milks often requires to add additional food additives to improve stability. We are trying to think about how we can increase the emulsifying properties of plant proteins by understanding their physical-chemical properties. I think those 2 projects are very interesting and important to us. We also expect that our research can benefit the local community in Georgia and help us contribute to sustainable and healthier food options for people in our region.
What are some things you're excited about learning and doing as part of the Department of Food Science and Technology here at UGA?
Yes, there are many things I'm looking forward to learning and engaging in as a member of our department. Firstly, as a young faculty member, I still need to learn how to be a great advisor and to help students to be more successful in their careers. For example, I will have 2 students in the first year and more students in the future. So I need to spend time training and guiding them. Additionally, I also want to do more research and extension that could benefit our next generation. Previously, I got research from my PhD advisor, but right now I have to think about my independent research and how to be an independent PI to publish more research work that can be recognized by peers internationally and nationally. To achieve this, I plan to collaborate closely with faculty members and explore opportunities for securing research fundings from university, company, state, and federal grants. Besides the research, I also want to do extension work, especially collaborating with the Food Peak Center at University of Georgia Griffin campus and providing the service for our local business and companies at Georgia. Furthermore, I plan to know more about UGA and Georgia. This is my first year to stay at Georgia and UGA, so I hope I can know more about them, including our UGA culture and people, and enjoy my life at Georgia.